Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Fox 23 News. I'm Nicole Menner. If you don't have plans tomorrow, well, now you might. Southern Miss is putting on their 23rd annual Eagle Fanfare at the Thad Cochran Center. The event takes place from 2 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Cost is $5 per person or $20 per family. Fans can head down and meet the athletes, hear from Coach Jay Hobson, get some autographs from the teams, including the women's soccer and volleyball teams. And there, of course, will be plenty of activities for kids and a live and silent auction. Again, the event is from 2 to 4 tomorrow at the Thad Cochran Center. The Ole Miss basketball team's 2018 Canada Tour came to an end last night in thrilling fashion. The Rebs rallied from 27 points down to knock off the University of Ottawa to end their trip with a 3-1 record. Terrence Davis led his team, posting a double-double with 23 points and 16 rebounds. Devontae Schuler added 15, while Brian Tyree had 14. The Rebs' defense on fire in the fourth quarter, only allowing Ottawa 9 points on 2 of 14 shooting.
The thing we found out about our team on this trip is the resiliency of our team. We got down in 3 straight games. Can't afford to make that a habit. And I loved our leadership. We had a couple guys come out with some excuse making. Those guys never got back in the game. So now all of a sudden, DC Davis gets a chance. He just finished the game. He played outstanding. Was very unselfish. And so that's how guys find spots on rosters.
Nick Fitzgerald's final year at Mississippi State is one that's coming with enormous expectations. 9 months after suffering a gruesome injury that ended his junior season, Fitzgerald is ready for his comeback. Here's what Coach Moorhead had to say on his quarterback's progress.
That's actually, that number of 65 has kind of been, the completion percentage that's been our benchmark, for lack of a better term. Going back to probably 2012 and a little bit before that, because at UConn we were a little bit different offensively. I think we hit it just about every year at Fordham. I think Trace was 57 the first year, 66 this year. So, you get up right around that number. You get above 60, you're doing a good job, but we like to set the bar a little bit higher. I think, obviously Coach Brown and I have worked together for an extended period of time, and, the quarterback is, viewed as a coach on the field. So Nick's hearing it from, 2 voices hearing it from me, and Andrew's speaking the same language. And we're getting a lot of reps of 7-on-7, working a drop back game. And then we get into the team reps, a lot of runs, a lot of heavy play actions, and mixing in some dropbacks. So he's getting work at short game, intermediate game, long game. But I think the drop back, intermediate and longer range rhythm throws, footwork, timing, pre and post snap reads. We're seeing a lot of growth there.
Football is finally back. Preseason game 1 last night between the New Orleans Saints and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Both teams coming off successful seasons, the Saints finishing first in the NFC South with an 11-5 record, while the Jags were first in the AFC South with a 10-6 record. All right, let's get you out there. No Drew Brees tonight. The quarterback hasn't played in a preseason opener since 2015, so instead it was a battle for backup quarterback. Tom Savage up first, handing it off to Mark Ingram. He pushes his way in for a NOLA TD. We're going to miss him those first 4 games. Fourth quarter, Saints trail 20-10. Taysom Hill getting time at QB. His Traquan Smith down the middle, and then he caps it off here with the keeper. In the second half, rally would be topped off with under 3 minutes to go. It's rookie JT Barrett handing it off to Jonathan Williams. Saints getting in front 24-20, and that would be your final.
Look, I told the players afterwards it was good to get the win. I thought those later groups did a good job of kind of switching the momentum. Obviously, we'll look at the tape when we get back, and there'll be a lot of things that we have to clean up. Too many to go through one by one. Early in the game, offensively and defensively, we struggled. I mean, honestly, I don't know when we forced the first punt. And then offensively, we didn't generate much of anything. We had 1 score, but both of them, were competing. I'm sure, there were some good things. Taysom did some things running the ball, and Tom made a few nice throws.
So he seems pretty satisfied with both backup quarterbacks. Of course, we are all excited to see Drew Brees get out there once the regular season begins.
I know. That's the only downside. You don't really see those players, right?
Exactly. And of course, Mark Ingram is playing in these preseason games as a tease because he won't be there for the first 4.
It's the first 4, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That will be a loss to them, but they have some good backups.
They do.
That will be fine, I think.
And
good start for the Saints.
Yeah.
Winning preseason game 1.
Not bad. Thanks.